Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while. Today I want to do a commentary video on top lane, and this is kind of like, I guess, like an ideal how to play top lane kind of video. So I'm just going to go through it and talk about the points I want to talk about. And yeah, so for starters, just a disclaimer, I know there's going to be like some mechanical misplays in here because I don't really play top lane, but I don't play the top lane champions, but I know how top lane is supposed to play just from watching like pro games and stuff like that. So this will be, yeah, I know there's going to be some mechanical misplays and stuff that are really dumb, but the general idea of movements around the map and stuff like that will all be correct. So right here, all I'm doing is just scouting out blue buff. I want to see if the jungler is starting blue buff or not, and I think our team spotted Jax up red, so I know that he's starting red. So right here, I'm going to avoid this ward since I saw him place it, and I'm just going to sit here. This way I can see if Jax enters in through this area and see if he's going to start blue or not. And scouting like this is just something that you should always do as top laner. It's just, yeah, it's especially if you're a purple side top lane, because typically they're going to start red side or red buff. And same thing if you're like this, Vlad should be probably scouting up here and seeing if our jungler is going to start red. So I wait until 155 to cross over because I know Vlad was going to be waiting here. So if we look, 145, Vlad is still waiting here because he thinks I'm going to steal it. He's still checking to see if anyone's going to invade, and then he gets tired of waiting and he's going to go top. So I wait until exactly like 150, 155 to go over and check because I know that he's going to be there. And then I just do this for free pretty much. You do have to use your health pot for this, but oh, that was weird. Use your health pot, but then you go back with like 100 and something gold. This is just something I pretty much always do on Shyvana, and you can also do it on like Jax, Shyvana. There are some others, but I'm not really thinking of them right now. So I walk all the way out, so in case Jax does check, he won't spot me. And then after doing this, I just teleport to top lane. And this does actually set you back in the lane, because like, especially if you're playing at something like Vlad or Nidalee, you want to shove the lane early as Shyvana, or else you're just going to get bullied. But I figure I would rather just take Jax's blue and shut him down more than care about my lane, because I know that like in a Vlad or Nidalee lane and Shyvana, I'm probably going to lose anyway, so I might as well just help my team. And you know, let's pick up a ward, and I ward here because I know Jax is going to be looking to come top, since usually junglers get pretty mad when you steal their buff and they just immediately come to gank your lane. So I figured I would drop a ward there just to be safe. And I still have to be kind of careful of him coming through the lane, so he knows I'm a little bit careful. And I'm pretty much just going to play this lane really passive until I get an Elise gank. So we can probably just fast forward through this. Well, I guess we can go normal speed, just to see like how safe I'm playing this lane. And generally speaking, I just want to play safe until Elise comes, because I have no kill pressure on Vlad. He can always just run from me. Even though this Vlad did take Flash Ignite, which is a lot easier to deal with than Flash Ghost. But yeah, I'm just going to be trying to CS from range with my E and going for these last as possible, and I can always fall back on teleport as soon as it comes up. So until my teleport comes up, I want to just burn through these health pots, try to stay in the lane. And you notice I am maxing E, so I can last it easier from distance. And if we look at the CS, it's not. Let me line these up so I can see a little bit better. Graze. There we go. If you look at the CS, it's like, it's not horrible. And obviously I'm getting harassed a lot, but that's just bound to happen. And then Jax gets first blood somehow, even though I took his blue, which is kind of disappointing. But it's whatever, it happens. You know, so I'm not even going in for this CS. I will go in for this cannon, because cannon's really important. So I turn my burnout just to get going for the cannon. I missed that melee because I don't know how burnout works. Like I said, mechanical misplays. Q for that. And just continuing last hitting for these. I missed that because I'm bad. And I missed both of those, which I should have hit. Like if I hit both of those, I would have been at 28 CS, which is almost exactly even. So even though I'm getting harassed down, maxing E allows me to last with these minions pretty well from range. And this is just generally something you want to do on Shyvana when you're laning against champions that are likely to harass you, or champions that you will lose lane against pretty easily. So right here I see Elise is coming up to gank, and I tell him that Vladimir has no ward. I've been telling him that he has no ward this entire time, so he'll come and gank. And I've been like doing the assist pings. So right here, Cocoon gets flashed. I time this. So immediately what you want to do is you want to, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can't tab in here. First thing you want to do is just time the flash. So his flash is going to be 10 minutes and 40 seconds, 5 minutes from when he used it. And if he has the mastery, then it will be 4 minutes 30 seconds, which you can check by tabbing in game and mousing over the flash icon. So right here we see that he's still playing aggressive, and it's like, Elise isn't gone, bro. You gotta respect the gank still. So I think we just all in here, and I blow my flash and stuff to kill him. Dodges the Cocoon, that's fine. I know that he has his cooldown because he just used it to avoid the gank, and pool is a really long cooldown. So we pick up that pretty easily. And we immediately shove out the lane, so he loses all these creeps of tower. And he doesn't have teleport, so he can't teleport back for it. And I think I'll go for a Bilgewater Cutlass here. How much gold do I have? I'd probably go Vamp and Boots, I would assume. That's probably what I would buy. Yeah, Vamp Boots. And I still have my extra ward. So I'd probably go down in ward right now, because I'm going to start looking to pressure him a little bit more, now that the lane is evened out. And then also go in for a deep ward here, because it's always good to put deep wards. Oh, this is something I should mention before. Because we invade or I took his blue at early, we know that's going to be up at 720. So right now I just want to get a ward here to see if we can spot Vladimir. Like, if Vladimir rotates down through this way, then I'll be able to see him through this ward. And I'm calling Elise and Urgot to come. Urgot is pressuring middle right now, and TF is only level 5, which is really important. Only halfway level 5, so that means he can't ult to this fight. Probably won't hit 6 off these minions either, so it's safe to invade for this. And I don't actually know that Jax is here, but I want to invade and get a ward on this blue, so we can contest it easier. I probably honestly should have warded like right here instead, but that's okay. Just because it gives me a better vision on Jax. And right here, I'm waiting for Urgot to rotate. I get that ward right there with the Q, which is nice. Unfortunately, he has 2 wards, so doesn't do much. But I'm just waiting here because I don't want to get collapsed on in a bad situation and die. So just being patient here, and we know that if we play it out patiently, we can get the blue for free. So it's just continuing the denial from the level 1 of stealing the blue buff. And we get the blue buff there. And I'm kind of just saving my ult because I don't want to use it, because then I lose a lot of lane pressure. And also, because Vladimir pushes lane, you notice that he's losing a lot more creeps than I am because it hasn't fully shoved into the tower. Like, these range creeps will actually freeze a lane right here. So he's actually losing more creeps than I am from this situation, which is pretty nice. You know, it's not, I'm at 40 CS and he's only at 42. So it's pretty good. And then we also time this again, 5 minutes from when we kill it, so we can possibly invade for it again. And right now I have 3 points in my E, which allows me to actually do some pretty decent harass. And right here, right now I'm just slow pushing it. And the idea behind slow pushing is that because he shoved it into my tower and created this big wave by leaving these 3 range creeps up and not shoving it fully into the tower, this means I can create a huge wave by slowly pushing, which is basically only last hitting. And by doing this, it will enable me to dive him pretty easily under the tower, or at least force him to like blow a pool or like distract him from CSing or whatever. Best case scenario, you get a kill. Worst case scenario, he's going to miss some CS. So I'm just last hitting here to form a big wave. And he's also super low HP because he did white, which is a really bad choice by him. And I get the E on him right here, harass him a little bit. I'm just looking to harass him, so when I go for the dive, it will be much easier. And I have ultimate and flash up at this point, and I have a Vamp Scepter, so I have a little bit extra damage. So right now, he should probably just run. Like, best case scenario for him is probably running and losing all these creeps, which is a really good situation for me. So forming this massive wave pretty much makes it to where he has to stay and chance dying, or he can just leave and lose all these creeps. And if he leaves, his tower will probably die too. So setting up this massive wave puts up a really good situation for me. I throw on my E, and then auto attack Q him, takes him down really low. Then he's forced to pull, and I can kind of just wait under the tower and then use my ult immediately. And my burnout damage will kill him. I also have flash up still from all this too, so it's pretty easy. And then I just kill this wave. All these minions are getting denied to his tower, and right now he's like 2 levels behind. I don't know if I kill the tower here. I might. I think I go and kill another wave first. Yeah, so right here I just want these creeps to die as much of the tower as possible. So right here I'm going to go around to get a ward right here so I don't get ganked by Jax or something like that. It's also just good to get deep wards in. And right here I'll just kill this extra wave, and he loses a lot of creeps to the tower. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have attacked the tower as much as I did, because I could have denied even more creeps, but it's relatively okay. And right here I'm going to back. I won't use teleport because it's not necessary, and I'll just run back to lane. Ugh, too hard to click. It's moving too fast. Okay, let me rewind. Alright. So right now I'm back and I pick up, finish my Bilgewater Cutlass, pick up a Negatron, and I'll just start building towards my Banshee's Veil now. Because they have Jax, TF, and Vladimir, it's like a ton of magic damage. So I don't really need the armor, and finishing the Banshee's Veil allows me to group for team fights earlier instead of building, what's it called? Blade of the Ruined King. So if I wanted to split against Vladimir the whole game, I would just buy Blade, but it's not really going to do anything, because splitting against Vladimir is kind of just doing what he wants you to do, and the best thing to do when you're playing against Vladimir is just group with your team and take other objectives. And also when you think about it, like, even if I did want to go Blade, I'm not going to buy a dagger over a Negatron, right? It just makes more sense to buy a Negatron because it'll make me so much tankier against Vladimir and TF and Jax. Okay, so getting back to the game here. What I want to do now is just deep ward. Deep warding is always good when you have the first tower down, so I want to look to get a ward by blue, which I do, get right there, and it spots out Jax, which is nice. So now my team knows where he is. Bot lane can play more aggressive, Urgot can play more aggressive, and it looks like Elise is going in for invade right now. Deep wards are probably one of the most important things in the game, yeah, I guess that's correct to say. Probably one of the most important things in the game is the deep ward, because it gives you so much vision on their jungler. So right here I see that Vladimir is possibly rotating down. I do the ping on top lane that he's missing, but just pinging isn't enough, and I start to think that maybe he's not going because I don't see him pass through this ward, but then I see him ping that I'm just going to come down, because I don't want Vlad to come down and get kills. So I'm like, do I want to go, and then I decide, yeah, I want to go. So then I ult onto them right here. Somehow don't hit either of them, but I think we do end up getting a kill here anyway. Yeah, Urgot picks up the kill on Vlad, which is nice. And we blow the flash on TF, I believe, or we blow the flash on, yeah, we blow flash on TF and Vlad. So time both of those, and we'll know when they're up. I have a few failed kills on TF this game, which is kind of sad. It's really hard to catch TF as Shyvana, because he can just use his gold cards constantly. So yeah, I'm just denying their jungle, taking as much creeps as I can and shoving up the lane to get more vision on the map, and pick up my Spectre's Cowl, and just run back to lane so Vlad can't push his tower. But then I see, oh yeah, I guess I should, this is one of the failed kills. I see a TF ult go off, I'm like, okay, where is it? And I see it go on Jinx, and I don't want Jinx to die, so I'm like, I'll just TP for this. I didn't really need to because he didn't have flash, but I do it anyway, and I flashed for this. I missed my E. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Yeah, that was dumb. Flash by me. And now I'm like, okay, well, I have to do something while I'm down here. So I'm pinging my team to do dragon. I'm like, I'll distract them, just go do dragon. So right here, I'm just gonna distract this wave, pull it out, which forces my wave into the tower, which means they have to deal with it. So I'm just pulling this wave. Meanwhile though, Vladimir is pushing top, which is pretty bad. I'm like trying to make the best of a bad situation right now because I failed my TP bottom, and I'm trying to get something out of it. So I'm just distracting them here, telling them to do dragon, so we get dragon for top tower at least. But even still, I probably should have just based, like right now, and gone top. But I thought he would kill the tower a lot faster than he did. Instead I start denying their jungle, which is a bad move. I get another deep ward on their jungle at least, which is helpful. And yeah, I should have just based like a long time ago though. Like probably immediately after I failed that TP I should have just based, but I wanted to ensure that we will get the dragon for free. So we end up losing this tower, which isn't the end of the world, but it's definitely could have been avoided. But I figure he won't be able to push a second tower, so I'll just push middle and get a tower. So we get tower and dragon for one tower, which is pretty nice. And then I just go back top lane. Jinx is going top to cover, but I just steal her farm anyway. No problem. And then I'm just probably going to shove out this. I may try to push a tower, or I may just base here and buy. I'm not sure how much gold I have. I want to wait until I have 1350 because that's Banshee's Veil gold, so I'll probably back after clearing out this wave. I might like deny white or something like that, but I'll probably just base after this and buy Banshees. That's probably what I would do, and buy a ward if possible. Yeah, I'll buy a ward because I want to get another deep ward in the jungle. And you can see like these are the wards that I placed. At least I think this is actually no, it's not my ward. I don't have that ward. But if you look at the map, we have this ward, and this ward. So like no matter where they try to go to roam, we can't even get like TF ulted on us without us knowing. Actually, I don't even know how they got TF ulted on because we have so much vision that like anywhere TF would try to ult, we would know. Anything Jax is doing, we would know. If he's doing race, we would know. If he's doing red, we would know. If he's doing golems, we would pretty much know because he would have to path through this area or this area. We know if TF is going to ult through bottom or anything like that. The only thing we're really lacking right now is vision in this jungle. So probably what I'm going to do is put a deep ward in there. I have my trinket up and my sight ward. First I just want to clear out this wave. Clearing out the waves is really useful for vision as well, because if you look at, how does this work? Oh, there we go. This is our vision right now. So if you look here, we don't have any of this vision of any of this because my wave is not pushed. So I want to push this so we have vision of this entire area, and then I'm probably get like a deep ward in here so we have vision of everything. And that just makes it a lot easier for a teammate to place when you have vision of everything. There we go. So I'm just shoving this out. One more wave, probably get a deep ward, and then push this tower. Or I'll just straight up push the tower and not ward. That's cool too. Below TF flash here, I think. So I'm pushing this tower, and I know that TF can wave clear this really easily. So basically what I'm going to do is force TF away from the tower so he can't wave clear. So I E, and then ult immediately after, get the double shot, force him to flash. And now I'm forced him away from the tower to where he can't get in without being potentially killed by me. You can see he's trying to wave clear, but at this point, tower is already too low and he's too low to try to defend it. Jax can't stop this either, so I'm just going to kill the tower and then get out. I may try to fight him a little bit here. I don't want to go too hard on this because I know I'm playing against the TF, and even though his ult is down, I guess I didn't know that at the time of the game. And I don't want to risk anything, so I'm just playing kind of passive. I get a deep ward here again, get another ward here, and kind of being a dick right now, trying to distract the enemy team so my team can pressure middle easier. Force him to use his ward jump over the wall and take his walls. So when you get a lead, you basically just want to get a lot of deep wards, and so you can make more plays with vision and just constantly pressure a lane. With Shyvana especially, she's really mobile, so moving around the map, getting wards out, and just pressuring all the lanes with your fast pushing ability and fast movement speed is pretty much the best thing you can do. That was a little unfortunate, but right here, just killing the tower. And I have ult, but I could probably just ult onto that guy and kill him, but I would rather just play it safe so I can get the tower. Towers are always more important than getting kills. I definitely could have killed Nami right there, though. That was, yeah, and then I missed the kill there. That was bad. Another mechanical misplay. Could have just killed her immediately as soon as she walked up in ult range. That's okay. Tank out this tower. I don't have any armor right now, so it's kind of unfortunate having to tank these towers, but That's okay. Right now I just want to kill this inhibitor. I don't think we're going to be able to get it though. Just play it safe and back out. Yeah, and I'm just going to probably... Oh, yeah, their blue's up again, so I'm going to try to take this blue. TF ults, but he can't actually ult into us because he would probably just die, so he ults onto Jinx. She dies, and then we get the steal off of blue, and then we're able to get out of this pretty easily. We also have a ward near Baron right here, so they can't actually really do anything about it. TF is low. Plus, like, them doing Baron right now would be so risky, just because they're so far behind and so under-leveled. So I'm just going to shove onto the wave top. Probably shove out 2 waves top. And team kills Vladimir because he was backing that brush for some reason. So after doing this, I'll probably buy Blade of the King. Yeah, I have 1800, which is enough to buy Blade. Actually, yeah, I think it's still 1800. Daggers cost more, but the overall price is the same. So I'm just going to back here, buy Blade, buy 2 more wards, because now we have 2 towers down on top lane. Ideally you want to have like a ward here and a ward here, or something like that. So when we're looking to pressure middle or looking to pressure top, you can spot the rotation in between this area. And ideally for this situation you want to have like a ward here as well. Typically a ward right here is best if you have like this tower up and this tower still up. That way when you're pressuring both lanes and they're trying to rotate between the towers to defend them, you can spot them out through this ward right here. And if you have these 2 towers down, then you want to ward over the wall, so you can kind of do the same thing and spot the rotation in between this. And that just helps you know which lane. You can kind of like fake them out and juke into, like if you're pushing mid lane, for example, you can juke them and go through this area, and then just wait here, and then once you see them pass through here, you just immediately go middle and take this tower. It's just playing mind games with the vision, pretty much. At this point, it might be better to switch out for Sweeper. Not really sure. Yeah, it's probably better to switch out for Sweeper at this point, but oh well. So just fast forward this game. This ult over the wall because they tried to do Baron, I guess? I'm not really sure. I guess we can rewind. Yeah, they tried to do Baron, I guess. And then we interrupted it. This is why I said it would be really dangerous for them to do Baron at this point, because we're super far ahead. I think TF outruns me again here, and I try to flash for him again. I just want to kill this guy. Please. Please. Oh, gold card's too strong. Yeah, right here I'm just going to pressure lane and look to push this tower out. I think I actually end up dying here, which is really bad. Yeah, like a ward right... I should have been using my wards. I have 2 wards and I haven't placed either of them yet, which is really terrible. Should have placed one right here and one right here, most likely. Since we already have these 2 areas warded. Could have easily placed a ward here and a ward here, and that way I would spot the rotation from Vlad coming through, and if someone came through this area I would have seen them as well. But instead I think I end up dying right here. Oh, I don't want to get the tower either, that's really bad. I should have just... A trick with abilities like this, like Bubble, or any stuns in general, is that you can queue up an ability right before you get stunned, and the ability will still go through, but it will like waste the stun. So basically, I'll pause at the exact moment. Right here, I should have queued up my ult. Well, like a millisecond before this. I paused a little bit late. You can see like the stun already went through right now, but if I ulted like a millisecond before this, I would have still gotten stunned, but I would have been moving this way while the stun was running out within my dragon form. This works with any like targeted stuns that... It works with any stuns that aren't displacement abilities. So it would work against Nami Bubble or Taric Stun, but it would not work against Thresh Flay, for example, or Thresh Death Sentence, because those are displacement abilities. But I end up just eating the full stun right here like a moron, and also tanking tower when I have no armor items, and then I try to ult away when it's too late, and Vlad is easily able to catch up and kill me. So another mechanical misplay. I think they end up starting this time, or somewhat soon, since the replay is running out. But hopefully this commentary helped you guys figure out how to play top lane better, and kind of the concept behind controlling the waves and getting deep wards in their jungle and using teleport effectively. Even though my teleports weren't like that effective this game, but just in general, playing like a losing matchup, figuring out how to turn around and snowballing your lead by getting vision control and controlling the waves to get more vision control and get more towers. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.